Hey, what's up YouTube, PC Gamer Dude here, and today I am going to show you guys how to make this magnificent house that you see right in front of me. Now this house is what I like to call a Bel Air style house, or Beverly Hills. So what makes this house so magnificent is that you actually got a walkway. Now some houses don't really have a walkway that leads you to your house. So anyway, what you do is that you see this magnificent looking house. It's very pretty. You walk up this walkway to actually get to your house, and then you can see here that it's got a couple of things in here. Now one, it's got your bedroom. It's like a bedroom slash, well, pretty much everything on one floor. So you got your TV over here, you got your little couch, your bed, chests, furnaces, and your bookshelves, all that good stuff. What I've also got, if you guys didn't know this, is that I've got a downstairs basement too. Well, with all one window. However, you could make this into a video game room if you like, or a man cave, like where I make some of my videos at. If you noticed my Creative World Update videos, I have actually made a couple of videos on my PC Gamer Dude account on, well, in the man cave. So you can essentially turn this into whatever you want. Anyway, so before we actually get started on this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for incredibly awesome videos every single day. Don't forget to give this video a giant thumbs up, and don't forget to support me on Twitter at @NonAlone. View the links provided down below this video. Alright, that is way more than enough talking. Why don't we actually go ahead and go show you guys how to build this thing. So, anyway, if you want to build your awesome, magnificent looking Beverly Hills style house, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some sandstone. Don't forget, you'll also need some oak wood planks, some spruce wood planks. You'll also need some oak wood fence. You'll need some iron bars, and that'll be for decoration later. Please do note. We will also need some oak wood slabs. Alright, that'll make the house look a lot better. We'll definitely need some glass. You can really use any type of glass you want. I just like to use the plain glass. Okay, also, we will grab some block of quartz. And some water, for the ending. Like on how to make the, I would say, the water section. The pond that sits on. So anyway, once you got all those materials, and once you figured out you want to make it, I'll be making a rub out here. But don't worry, I'll be burning down these fitness spinners. Sorry for those people that actually like it. Anyway, what you want to do first of all, I'm actually going to, let's see here, I'll go right about here. What you want to do first of all is that you want to carve it into the ground by a row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Replace it with sandstone. Then, what you then want to do is you want to go ahead and go raise up by, let's see here, by one with the stone slabs. Sandstone slabs to be exact. Now, I don't really have that material out right now, so I got to go grab some of those, and we'll do that. Alright. We want to go backwards by, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go check every now and then on my original creation, because of course, I do not study, so anyway, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, correct. Alright. What you then want to do with the sandstone slabs, you want to go do some diagonals with the sandstone slabs. We want to do 3 in total. So that is 1 there, this is the second one, and finally, this is the third one. Alright, like this. So, you should have a platform that should look somewhere like that, okay? Now, you want to go ahead and go inwards by 1. To give you something that should look like that. Will not be inwards. Okay. What we then want to do is we want to actually do another row, but we want to go ahead and go this way. I would say about 7 rows, I think. So, let's go ahead and go see how far we need to go in. On this little, I'll say square type area. So, we would like to go ahead and go inwards by, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually went in a little bit too much. So, let's just go delete those 2 rows. There we go. So, you kind of want to have something that should look like this. just simply, according to this design, you want to go ahead and go inwards by 3. So, that'll be 1, 2, and 3, like that. Something else you want to do is that you want to take out the oakwood stairs. Apparently, we do not have oakwood stairs at the moment. We'll go ahead and go get those out. I apparently threw it out by accident. So, please do forgive me on that. Anyway, we just want to make ourselves a set of oakwood stairs like that. We're going to place some planks down because that will be like the floor of the house. Will be entirely made out of, well, you guessed it, oakwood planks, as you saw in the beginning of the video. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to put dark oakwood doors there. Now that'll be the basis for how we are going to build this house later on. Okay? What you guys want to do now is you want to go ahead and go. You see this oakwood plank that we putted to get the doors on? You see this oakwood plank? Okay? You want to go ahead and go left from this by 1, go up by 2. Do a very similar thing on the other side. So you should have some that should look like this. Alright? Now, according to our little guide here, you want to take out the oak wood planks, which we do not have at the moment. Okay, there we go. What you now want to do is you want to go ahead and go up by 2. Let's see. You want to go up by 3. So, we want to go up by 3 like that. That's actually for one side. Our side needs to be in sandstone, so like that. Alright, what you now want to do is you want to, let's see, it's going to go one more up, okay? What you now want to do is you want to take out the oakwood slabs, and you want to go ahead and go do a layer of oakwood slabs right above the door, like that. And according to our thing here, you want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and go right from wherever we have this oakwood slab right here by 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And hint wherever that oakwood slab stops at, that is where you want to put your your sandstone. Alright. So you want to put your sandstone like this. Then you want to do is you want to leave a half gap between the oakwood slab and do a row of 6. You want to do a row of 6 oakwood slabs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Apparently I did that. So row of 6 gaps. So I'll have to go ahead and get rid of these 2 blocks here. And finally, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and go leave another half gap, and this time do a row 5. With the backs of each one of the lines needs to be exactly where it is. So if you can tell, all the lines need to be around parallel, however, it is not the same length. So, as you can see. Alright? What you now want to do is you want to go ahead and go do a row of sandstone right next to the oakwood slabs. Have some that should look like that. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go next to the sandstone by row 3. Do 2 more layers of 3 layers extra of glass, give yourself 4 layers of glass. Then what we want to do is maybe to make this look a little bit better, we can actually add a row of spruce wood planks next to the sandstone. That'll be a lot better choice. Straight. You know, the spruce wood planks will actually make the house look a lot nicer, especially at around the windows. Just make sure you put yourself some of that. Once you got that taken care of, you're pretty much good with this method. You want to level the sandstone until it matches with the spruce wood plank frame. Alright, this is for our next step. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take out the oak wood fence, and wherever this oak wood slab is, you want to go right by one and then place yourself a oak wood fence. Go up until it reaches to the tippy top of the system. Then what you want to do is you want to kind of like looking this way. You want to do an upright diagonal with oak wood fence. Then, well, you know what you're kind of doing. So to give you a good example, it should look very similar to this. Alright. Do that on one side, and let's see here, give me 1 second. So, do that on one side, do it on the other. For this, we'll have to go ahead and go do a row of sandstone right in front of, like, an outward diagonal, going that way, place a row of sandstone. Now, in a very similar position, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go do the extremely similar thing. Alright, like this. So, it should kind of look something like this, alright? With the two open fences, okay? What you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and go put another sandstone right next to this sandstone that you got touching the fence, which is out the furthest row. It's out the furthest, alright? What you want to do now is you want to, let's see if I can actually fix this problem. Gotta go grab some sandstone slabs. Good. This is a problem here. I actually had it in the end, but we'll have to deal with that as we go. Alright, so you just want to go ahead and go put a sandstone block next to the sandstone with the open fence up to the top. Then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and let's see here. You want to go ahead and do a row of, let's see, we want to go ahead and go do a row of 9 glass next to this sandstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Then you want to add a sandstone next to that glass. Okay. So it should kind of look somewhere very similar to this. Now that just makes it look a lot more beautiful if you kind of describe it. Then you want to add an open wood next to it. And then, let's see. What we want to do now, essentially we got that open wood plank taken care of, as you can see there. What we want to do is we kind of want to add some sandstone at the bottom of this. Well, the problem is we have this little section, so kind of we're going to have to put some sandstone at the back of what we got here. Make it a little bit more even, but we do not want to cover up the windows here, so just only do it for that section. So it'll kind of look a little bit funny, but trust me, it'll look a little bit better than that's all. Now, what we do instead of placing this, we can actually make it touch the ground because this house. Okay, what we want to do, since we've got this oak wood plank row taken care of, what we want to do is, we want to go ahead and go do something with the sandstone slabs. We actually want to go ahead and go do this. On the walkway that we got, we want to even like going above, well, whatever we got here, which is a little bit hard to describe, but if you kind of see what I'm doing here, I'm just going to place one down. You want to go ahead and go do some, like, kind of a walk, like, you know, here, I'll have to show you just in a second. So anyway, what you can see here, we just want a little bit of a shoulder over this walk, right? So, I will be back in a moment once I get this finished. which will be here. Alright guys, so this, what we're going to do now is, sorry, I've repeated that sound. Anyway, what we're going to do is that we're going to leave a gap between this pillar of oak wood planks, as you can see here. Wherever I'm highlighting that. We just want to leave a gap before, and on this block right here, we want to do a row of, let's see here. We want to do a row that evenly matches with the height of this pillar that I just highlighted. We also want to connect it down to the so unfortunately, what that means we're going to have to break a sandstone slab and just replace it with that. Alright, now we are ready to do the roof. Alright, wall is pretty fun. So, what we're going to do now is we are going to add a row of quartz right on top of, you could tell wherever the glass is, and on top of this window, you want to add some quartz. And we're going to do this for the front, however, we will finish up at the back and the sides later on in the video. So, just remember that. That is how it's going to work for this Beverly Hills style house. Or what I like to call, I'm going to label this tutorial as how to make a fancy house. Or Beverly Hills. I don't know. I really have no idea. And we want to make sure this overhangs the house by an additional row. Actually, 2 additional rows. So, it should look like this. Alright? What else we could do here is that we can also add some torches to make this place look a little bit more lit. So, we can grab some torches and we can go throw some wherever we can. So, like that. Or, what you can do is you can bust out the block of quartz and replace it with glowstone. Or, ratherly, make lanterns out of it. So, what I mean by that, you could go grab some glowstone, make sure you have some oak wood fence. You can hang it down by, I'll say, one row. Kind of like something like this. We could probably have that along the walkway. Because nobody's really gonna bombed head or anything like that. Unless if they decide to jump. So, anyway, we could have 2 there. Alright. And that's pretty much how it's going to work there, guys. Okay, what we have to do now is we have to finish up the rest of the house. So, the house will be leveled up with this oak wood plank, or at least the sides. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this row of oak wood planks that I am highlighting right now. We come to the side that we're on the left-hand side of the house, and we want to take the bottom oak wood plank and go ahead and go left by 8 towards the telephone phone booth house that I have way over there, as well as my other houses. Anyway, we just want to go ahead and go left by 8, looking sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. What you then want to do is you want to add another row of sandstone directly on top. And then what we want to do, starting from the left-hand side of this house, we want to go ahead and go in by 3, like that. Then do a row of 3, and then finish off with 2 sandstone. I probably got that wrong, but well, we should actually. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. We'll do a bigger window. I'll just make things look a lot better. We want to stack 2 more rows of glass directly on top. Once you figure out if you want to make it about like a 2x3 or a 4x3. It really doesn't matter. Or you can have the entire, left-hand side. Just 100% simply. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk more further into it. So probably while I do this, I'll actually make it a 2. I guess I'll leave it like that. Probably something else I could do. I could then go make it overhang here if I want. So level up there. Probably I'll do that. Shall we do that? So we'll just have a 4x2. So that's just what we'll do right now. Okay. What we then want to do is that we want to take our roof of block of quartz and we want to extend it all the way over to the opposite side. So since we've completed about, I'll say about 50% of the house, except for the floors and the interior, and you know what I mean by that, the exterior. So we complete much about 50% of the house. And speaking of exterior, so what we can do here is we can just simply bring the roof all the way over to the opposite side. And you wanted to make sure that it passes here by a row of 2. So essentially like this. Because I would give it that beautiful overhang. Because, you know, lots of houses like to have overhangs, so that's why I'll treat this house like. So, I'll just do that real quick. Alright, just one more row. Okay, there we go. That is what your roof should look like. We're almost pretty much done. We're almost done, actually. So, for the back, what we just want to do is we just want to connect the house together with some sandstone. You wanted to make sure that it equals up to, close there, but you know what? We'll actually go ahead and connect it like this. We'll just connect it about 1 inwards. So I guess what that means is we'll just simply. Well, maybe what I can do is I can actually make it overhang this area, and then I'll have to fix that later. So, in my terms, you know, that means I'm going to have to fix this up here, wherever I got this fence. I'm going to have to fix that. So, hang on guys, give me 1 second. I will be back here in just a second. Okay, there we go. We got that taken care of, and we're pretty much good to advance to the next what actually. This thing what I'm doing is not a step, believe it or not, because it's just something I need to fix quick. Hang on, it'll be 1 second. There we go. That should be done. Alright. What we can do now is on this side of the house, according to my original design, we're going to go inwards, starting from this side here. We want to go inwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we want to have row of glass. Let's see here how much. We want a row of 6. However, we'll shorten that up and we'll just make it a row of 5. So, because this is such a different build. So, somewhat very similar, but I'm not making it 100%. Just won't let you know. Anyway, I will show you what the left or the right hand side of your house should look like. Right. And then when we come to the back, you just want to figure out where you want to put your 2 windows. So for my 2 windows, I'm just going to go ahead and go inwards by 4 on each side, and then we could do a row of 4 glass on each side. So that should leave a gap of 2. We could just connect that gap of 2 all the way up, and we could just add 2 more rows of glass. Right. So wherever I got the gap of 2 is actually the middle of the house, since there's no 100% exact middle of one block is just like 2. If you get it what I mean. So. Right. What we want to do here is we're going to build. Okay, there we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much most of the house complete. However, what we need to do now is we need to connect the house down to the ground. Because I can tell we built this, like, I would say like above the ground by 2. So, we need to connect it down to the ground. It's a pretty easy process. We just want to trace around the house wherever is needed. And we can also do that here as well. So wherever you can see the bottom of the house, you just want to fill that in. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. Unless I actually replace these sandstone, which I can actually do. That's what I can actually do here, guys. So I'm just going to go replace that with sandstone. That will affect it. We can go onto the other side of the house. Or, but like so. So, anyway, this will be a little bit of a tedious process because you have to figure out the exact dimensions of this house to actually understand where you're going to have to. You're going to have to know the exact dimensions of the house to be sure that you fill in all the nooks and crannies. It's just as simple as that. You can also fill it down here as well. Going to delete regular sandstone. That's one side complete once you got that. What we're going to do is we're going to do the rest of the area of the house, and then I'll be back in just one moment. Hang on. And boom, guys, we have pretty much got the house filled up, and it was just like a couple of seconds I had to get off because I didn't want to waste any recording time. But anyway, once you have got the house connected down to the ground and there are no gaps, we can proceed to the next process of what we can do here. So, the next thing what we're going to do is that we're going to go inside our house and be careful because, well, as you can tell, there's not real much down here. No floors. So, what we need to do here is that we need to fill the floors in with oak wood planks. Now, you can fill them with block of quartz, but I would highly recommend oak wood planks just because it gives a pretty good look to the house. Essentially, some of the house is made out of oak wood planks. Like, for example, the pillars are made out of oak wood planks. Like, lots of things are made out of oak wood planks in this house. So, we just want to make it kind of woody. If you want to use block of quartz, that's fine, but it's just really up to you. However you want. We're going to, like I said, fill them with oak wood planks. Be sure not to cover up any of the windows. Not be bad. I guess what we can do here is we can just go to the ground and planks and make that a 3x3 window. That won't hurt much. That won't hurt much of anything at around the. Oh crap! Why am I filming this in with sandstone? I'm not in the desert, mate. We just actually want to fix this up and use oak wood planks instead. Okay, so you should have something that should look like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow 4 blocks in, and then I'll grab some oak wood stairs, alright? I will be back in one moment to tell you what I'm going to do next after I put these up with stairs. See you. Alright guys, so what we're going to do down here is number one, once I got the stairs down, you may have realized I have made a couple of changes here, including this area around here. This area was actually supposed to be sticking out by one row. However, I decided to get rid of that original shape and just like made it smoother. Because, you know me, I like smooth places. Anyway, what I've also did is I've also covered up this little area up here to evenly match with what we got right now. Anyway, so we got that taken care of. Now our next step is to go ahead and go at number one, add some torches, which is something we definitely need to do here before we start this little thing here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to place some torches, actually not around here. We'll have to fill this up with oak wood planks, then add some torches. Okay. So we're going to make this place act like a basement, if you can kind of think about it. Like, pretty much nothing over here, unless if you absolutely want to put something down here. Like, for example, put, like, your very own library, for example. That's what I'm planning to do here. So, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of this time, and I'll pause the video for a moment, once I've got all this, once I got all this grass taken care of, and I'll replace it with oak wood planks. Hang on, I'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, so this is what your basement should exactly look like once you get done. Alright, now the next thing what we're going to do here, the final thing, what we need to do is that we need to get out our glass. So we're going to come to this, see, whenever we walk down the stairs, we see this wall straight ahead of us. We want to come over here, and then we want to go to the right by, I would say 2. So that's 1 and 2. On this block here, we want to go ahead and go right by 3. Taking this one out, then go ahead and go right by 2. Destroy another row on top, and then there you go. You got yourself some glass. However, what we need to do is we're going to have that out. However, here in a little bit, we're going to fill this up with water. So, that's not what we're going to have to do. I'll just place some oak wood planks down. Just to make it kind of like, well, you know how it works. So, not going to tell you more about it, but that's just like to make the window look a little bit more nicer, kind of, if you kind of think about it. Something else we could do, whilst we're out here, we can go connect down the stairs with our good old pal, the sandstone. So we'll just go do that real quick. And then we're pretty much done with downstairs right now. Alright. That's how I'm going to keep it like. That provides it more light, by the way. So, anyway, what we're going to do now here is upstairs, we're going to add some torches wherever we can. That means no glass, however, well, except for over here, but we can add torches wherever we can, just to make it kind of bright. We'll even have one over here as well. We'll have one over here, probably here, and wherever you feel like there needs to be more light. Anyway, that's that taken care of. Let's talk about what we're going to do in here on this floor, because this is primarily where we're going to keep all of our accessories and stuff up here. So, what we're going to do is that we're going to take out these materials. First, grab yourself some black wool. We will also, let's see here, we're also going to go grab some cyan, hard clay. We'll also grab a painting. And these things will be for the TV. These 3 things will be for the TV. We can also grab some live wool. We'll do that. In my original model, I used some green wool. We can also go grab some oak wood stairs. We can also grab some bookshelves. Some beds, maybe. Well, yes, we actually do need beds. Not joking. Anyway, We also need some chests, some crafting tables, and in a little bit, we're going to need some furnaces and some enchantment tables. And all that other stuff. So anyway, what we're going to do is that over here, we're going to add our bed. We're going to place our bed right here. Add bookshelves. Whoops. Actually, I got my bed. Hang on. Alright. Just got back up. We'll have some bookshelves here. As kind of like, well, maybe not bookshelves. We'll actually get rid of the crafting table for just a second. Get our oak wood planks. And go ahead and put some oak wood planks next to the bed. Something else we could do, we could also add some beacons. They'll provide even more light. Think about it, guys. You want more light, huh? So, anyway, that's your primary job. And then we're going to add a chest here. We'll actually grab our crafting table. And we could go add one here. What we could also do, add a furnace, obviously. Add one here, and then finally, we could add a enchantment table. We could get rid of the furnace, we don't need it no more. And then, something else we could do. We could go ahead and go grab some oak wood fence, as this will be helpful, but to avoid breaking your neck, we could actually go ahead and go put some, let's see here. We're going to go put some, you know what? We should probably not add the enchantment table there. Probably add the enchantment table over here. Yeah, that's also a good idea. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to make our little bookshelf. So, leaving a gap of 2 from this, actually leave a gap of 1 for this enchantment table. Actually, you know what? Just leave a gap of 2. Over here, we're going to put a row of 4 bookshelves like this. And then add 2 more rows of bookshelves directly on top. This will give you your essential bookshelf. We could actually make it 6. So you could just go leave a gap of 1, place a row of 6 bookshelves, and you know, we need to make a big library. Kind of. And then one final thing you could actually do. You could go ahead and go add, you know, a TV. So, to make a TV, we're going to start right here. Leave a gap of 1 from this glass right here. We're going to add a row of 4 black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to go up by 2. Go ahead and go left 3. Go down by 1. There we go. Fill in the middle with cyan, hard clay, and preferably add like a 1x2 painting, like an image of the mountains, for example. That will make a perfect TV. And something else we need. We definitely need some buttons. We can't work a TV without buttons, guys, so add those buttons. Power button and the volume button. Simple as that. So. And then maybe we can add 2 more buttons. Maybe we can make these wooden buttons. And we could just pretend that's going to be the power button, that's going to be input button, and these 2 wooden buttons are going to be, oh, excuse me, the volume buttons. So, anyway, that's how that's going to work, alright? One final thing, we're going to add a chair. So, leave a gap of 1 once again, and then we're going to add ourselves a chair. So, you can make it into like a sofa. You can really make it on how you want it, but for me, I'm actually going to go ahead and make a kind of couch that can fit about 2 people with some lime wool on the sides. What we can actually do, we can also go ahead and go grab some flower pots, and this could make some great drinking cups. For example, if someone is having soda, coffee, tea, or possibly beer if they want, that flower pot will represent cups. So, anyway, we don't need that no more. And guess what, guys? We are pretty much done with our Beverly Hills style house. However, what we need to do this. I know. Some of you guys are probably expecting this video to be done, but not quite. Not quite. Anyway, so the next projectile thing, what we need to do, the next projectile thing we need to do. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and go all the way around the house, making sure you leave a gap of 2. So, actually, you know what? Leave a gap of 1. So, that's what we're going to go ahead and go do. Alright? So, make sure you leave a gap of 1. And then, well, I'll have to go ahead and go remodel, the way on how the pond over there works. I'll have to remodel that. So, what we're going to fill inside of the perimeter, once you've figured out the perimeter of your Beverly Hills style house, the thing you need to figure out is that you're going to go put some iron bars here. Alright, now, how I'm actually going to have to go do this here. So, well, I actually have to do, so I have to go do this. I could go take out the iron bars, so we can actually go do that. And then, take out the oak wood planks, and we can keep on going. So, let's see here. Alright. So, once you figure out the perimeter, you want to top it off with some iron bars. And that's officially on how that's going to work. Once you got all that taken care of. And you just want to make sure that leaves a gap of 1. And you have to make sure it connects all the way back to the front of the pathway to your house. So, that's what you want to do. Now, let's go ahead and go fill that in. So, anyway, what you then want to do is that you want to go ahead and, after you figured out the perimeter, you want to add some iron bars. Alright, that's our next thing, what we're going to do. This won't take long. So, add iron bars on top of the oak wood planks. You do not want to add it on the sandstone. That's where you enter, not on the oak wood planks. You enter on the sandstone. For various reasons, I'm going to have to keep it like that. Which probably go do this. I could bust this out. Replace it with grass blocks, and then we could go keep on going. Or make ourselves our own little pond. Alright. See if I can figure out a way on how to fix this. Alright, there we go. We're pretty much almost done here. So, you know what? Over here, we'll have to deal with that. Sorry, but we'll have to deal with it. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. So, after you place iron bars on the oak wood planks, you then want to add water inside of the perimeter of your house. Alright. This will take a little bit, alright? Because there's a lot of land here, so. Well, there's not really that much land. But there's a lot of land on the front, so I'll be back in a moment once I get all that taken care of. However, what I'll do first is I'll go show you how to do this. I'll do a little bit for you. For example, underneath the door steps, under the pathway steps on that, we will need to add some water there. Anywhere that you can actually see, underneath the pathway and all around the house, that is where we need to add water. So, anyway, I'm doing a little bit here for you. So, anyway, that'll work like that. But anyway, so I'll be back in the moment once I got that taken care of. I'll be back. And there you go, guys. This is what your house should look like once you have filled in all of the around the entire property with water, or in the perimeter of your property. There shouldn't be really much in the back here. However, I could have planned it out more to like where it has a lot more water, but if you kind of think about it, what you can do, number one, is that you can also add some lily pads. Now, I hadn't really thought of this just till recently, so we'll just go ahead and go add some lily pads, because that'll kind of work. Let's just go ahead and go add it to random spots, because this is meant to be a pond. I mean, you don't have to add lily pads if you don't want to, guys, just remember that. So, we just want to add some lily pads if you want. We don't want to double there, that's not a good idea. There we go. We can even add some under the walkway, like one down here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get through down there now. So, unless if I can actually hop. I want those lily pads, but I'm not going to do it right now. So, probably it's not a good idea there. Probably put it back here. That's probably a good idea. Anyway, so what you can also do is that if tubes were available in Minecraft, you can go ahead and go get some tubes so that you can float around in your very own pond. Alright, that sound like a good idea? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, so, and yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. Hopefully you like this awesome style house, awesome looking house. Hopefully you all liked this tutorial, because I make some of the coolest houses in Minecraft. This is arguably one of the coolest houses I've actually had built in Minecraft. So anyway, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for incredibly awesome videos every single day. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to smash, or at least follow me on Twitter, and on the loan, via the links provided down below this video, because that will be my PC Gamer Dude Twitter account, if you guys are wondering. But anyway, that is it, guys. Thanks for watching this awesome tutorial, and see you guys next time. Take care.